All right, so I said I was going to talk about self-esteem and the connection to health anxiety. So basically, the connection being, sorry if I walk in and out of, if it keeps changing, dark to light, it's just, I keep walking around while talking because I think it makes a more interesting video than me sitting there talking, especially my excitement level when I sit there and talk. It's not, to me, I don't sound as happy, I guess, or as, I sound more like, I'm gonna put you to sleep. I'm so very tired when I... Anyway, so let's talk about self-esteem. So basically, people with health anxiety have low self-esteem. They don't think they're enough to handle whatever comes their way. We don't think so. We don't think that we're going to be able to handle whatever comes our way. So a couple things on raising self-esteem. First of all, get a hobby, get some skills going, take some classes, whatever. That's one way to do it. Another thing is too, affirmations. You know, I may not be good enough yet, and really you're not going to believe the affirmations when you start saying them. And Louise Hay, she once said that I thought she said the most powerful affirmations were, I approve of myself, I love myself just as I am, and maybe just those two. And Anthony Robbins always said all the answers are within. So those 3 affirmations are ones that I would start with and try living and breathing them as much as you can, even if you don't believe it. If you don't believe it, that just means you need to hear it more. And remember, your anxiety monster is going to be like, yeah, that's not true. Keep saying it anyway. So what? So what? Just keep saying it. Worst case, it starts to change the belief system in you because you are worth it. And maybe you just don't believe it at this time. Another thing you can do for self-esteem, and I did a video on it, it is facing your emotions and sitting in your emotions and understanding that the emotions that you have now started when you were a kid. So say you're doing something going through the day and you feel shame. When as a kid did you feel shame? I felt huge shame when I wet my pants when I was a little kid. I remember going out to the garden and it still sits with me. So anytime I think of shame, I think of that. That to me was my first big shame thing that I felt, was when I wet my pants when I was a little kid. But to me, a little kid, I mean, I thought I was 6, but I could have been 10 or 12. Shit happens, okay? Sometimes you're out in the garden and I didn't want to come in. And so I wanted to stay out there and play. And so I wet my pants. So that to me was a big shame. So when you feel emotions and you're going through the day and you're like, ooh, what am I trying to, so I'm engaging in these anxietal behaviors. Why? What feeling am I trying to mask right now? And then attaching it to when you're a child. So I talked about that as well. So kind of just getting an emotional strength there, being okay, being uncomfortable, being okay, being, uncomfortable, being unsure, right? In the last video, I talked about your insurity muscle. I think one doctor called it. Ken, his name was. What was his name? I heard a seminar on him. He was really good. Anyway, things like that. So keep listening to this series if you have health anxiety, and hopefully some of this information you'll find helpful. The book is that most helpful thing if you ask me, because it's everything that helped me. And I have another one that I'm almost done. And what it is, it's an easy read. It's like you read 1 page a day. 1 page a day to give you the tools to really, because part of anxiety is learning, right? You have to learn what's going on. Why do you have these behaviors? What's going on with them? All right, so the next video I think I'm going to talk about signs and symptoms of anxiety. I'll have to track down that whole list. It's in the book, but I'll have to track it down. I don't think it's too far in. All right, I'm going to go pull up that right now, and we'll get to the next video. Can you say, please like and subscribe?
Please like to like.
And hit the bell for notifications.
Hit the bell for notifications.